Hello, everyone. My name is Chris Ike again. Um, Today, I'm here to talk about a small article I read on X. A small article I read on X and the website X. It says the small article had to do with a small town located in the central part of Michigan, and how the town were able to fire or sack all the board members because they favored a Chinese company against the US made company. They favored a Chinese company against the US made company. They gave the contract to a Chinese company, not giving the contract to a US based company. And that would be like surprising to us, knowing fully well that US believe in free trade. But what does that tell us? That even the developed countries still patronize their local manufacturing firm. China does it. Every country do it, but Nigeria. If this can happen in US, the center of free trade, you can only imagine what other countries in the world are doing. In one of my videos, I mentioned about how the Anambra State Governor, Professor Soludo, spent time to welcome a Chinese automaker into Anambra State, promising them patronage and giving them everything they need to start off, knowing fully well that Innocent is in Anambra State. The government is not patronizing Innocent. And even when the government is patronizing Innocent at a very low level, let's assume they're patronizing them. They don't have in mind that this Chinese company coming to Newi, coming to Anambra State, is coming with the full force of the Chinese government. They are fully backing them with the dollars. So at the end of the day, Innocent is there to struggle for itself. We've been campaigning that one of the best ways we can get out of our economic mess is when the government start patronizing our locally made items. Unless we don't have those items, then we can patronize the foreign ones. Because unemployment in our country will not get out when our small companies, small scale businesses cannot survive. The government must learn how to start the ball rolling by supporting our small scale industries. The citizen must learn how to vote out people who don't want to patronize the locally made goods, people who freely favor the foreign companies because of what they will benefit privately. Nigerians should learn how to call them to order. They should learn how to talk about them. We have a couple of auto assembly firms in Nigeria, but we still import vehicles into Nigeria. Our government still patronize the foreign vehicles. If you come to the US, for example, for every American here who is like a third generation, for 10 of them who drives vehicle, 9 drives a US made vehicle. Even though no particular vehicle is 100% made in the country. But we all know that Chrysler, GM, and Ford, the major shareholders are the Americans. And this is the reason why Americans patronize them. Americans know that the money will still remain in America. But our own Nigerians, we only talk about patriotism when it favors us. Even where we are spending our taxpayers' money, we still use the same money to buy foreign goods. We still use the same money to patronize foreign automakers. We go borrow all the millions that we borrow. Everything is still spent back on foreign goods. Our system is never there to support the local businesses, the small businesses. The government does not want to support them. The banks does not want to give them assistance. And even the citizens does not even want to buy the locally made goods. And we're all there crying of unemployment. We're all there crying the devaluation of the naira. We're all there crying that our youth are all graduating without jobs. Who is going to employ them when the companies are not in Nigeria anymore? All we're doing is to force them out of the country. And when most of them leave the country, they will not want to come back. One of the ways that we can get ourselves together, we have to start encouraging the small scale industries. We cannot do without that. We have to start patronizing them. We have to start financing them. We have to create a credit system for them. The government has to start buying from them. Because right now, we even import toothpicks, tomato paste that we can produce in the country. The firms had to leave Nigeria for Ghana because they don't get government support. We cannot continue this way. If Americans that have everything still do not see the need to bring foreign companies, why would Nigeria don't see the need to fertilize our own locally made products? Yes, we cannot compete with the quality of product they make in the Western world that they make in Asia because we are just starting. When China started, they started that way. I remember when I was growing up, we used to call Chinese goods fake goods, substandard goods. But now, China has been able to compete with the world. We have to start somewhere. Nigerians, let's get up and look inward. We cannot get out of this economic mess if we don't start patronizing ours. Economically, we need each other. Our government need to start spending our money on locally made goods, locally made auto companies. Our locally made companies can produce the armored vehicles that they need. We can't continue this way. Nigerians, get up. We need to start supporting one of us. As always, if you are a leader, would you support holding the politicians, the government officials accountable if they don't patronize our locally made goods? What would you do different? Thanks.